Hey y'all, welcome back to Ethically Naomi. If you don't know me, my name is Naomi, and I'm no, I'm just kidding. Today we're doing an oracle reading, and I do like to pre-pluck my cards. Not all of them, but the ones that I want to be working with. And I guess it's not so much that I pre-pluck my cards, but that I do readings for myself, and I'm like, oh shit, this needs to be spoken on. As a writer, it's funny to me that I don't know English, but I don't know English. So I have more cards, but I got about probably 9+ cards, but this is what I have so far, is we're going to be getting into. So today is August 30, no, not August 31st. It's July the 31st. Excuse my energy. I am, dealing with a lot of family stuff right now, and the past 24 hours have been a whirl. Well, I can't speak either. It's been a lot, basically. And I spent the better half of yesterday evening just sobbing and trying to mother myself, and it was really hard going to work this morning. And I was able to take some personal time off before I had to come back, and hung out with one of my good friends, and it was really, really dope. And I could use the laughs that were had were very much needed and very much healing. And I'm really grateful for the balance of it, and the lessons of appreciating my laughs and my smiles as much as my tears, my pain. And I think that's just a good lesson of balance. Also, please bear with me because I'm recording on my iPhone. I always record on my iPhone 13. But there's something wrong with the freaking camera when it's on regular Zoom on 1X. For some reason it shakes. It doesn't shake when you record, but when afterwards it's shaky, and it's really shuddery. I don't know how to fix it. But when I go down to 0.9x, the quality degrades. And yeah, so I'm just hope that this, won't be too distracting for some people or give them nausea. Okay, so in the last reading we did get this card here, but I don't think that we got most of the cards that fell in the last reading. So the Season Mintaka, it says seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. And you can probably see just in the background that there's more blue in this today, more blue and green. And that's just the vibes. It's giving very much heart chakra and throat chakra, and opening up both of those things. And for me right now, my struggle is staying open, not necessarily to love, but just staying open to possibilities. And not even that. My struggle right now is I'm in a situation where my root chakra is being thrown out of whack very often because of my living situation. And for me, that's a big trigger, and it's, manageable, but not preferred, obviously. And to combat that, I feel like I'm needing to have more alignment in my throat chakra and my heart chakra, now and in the future. But anyway, just a little background. So I am going to be a little bit all over the place today because my mind is, I do have ADHD, so my mind is a bit spinning from everything. But also I haven't been able to record in 2 weeks because of the family stuff that's happening, and it's really really heavy stuff. Someone's not going to be with us for much longer, so it's hard, and I haven't had the space, both mentally, emotionally, physically, and overall, to sit down and record without crying. And I guess at this point I gotta put a fucking timestamp. I mean, a freaking timestamp. Sorry, on the video, because I'm rambling, but I think I'll do that. So yeah, let's get into the reading. So Season Mintaka. This one is very much about new waters, fresh beginnings, openness, going with the flow. I feel like I should put some oil on my cute. I'm a little rough, but I feel like this one is about. Okay, we have the essentially the tower in this oracle deck, the crumbling. What are you clinging on to? And the card that follows, align your life. What is not aligned needs to change. These two cards are definitely calling you out. Like, it's calling y'all asses out. It's saying, okay, you know that shit is not hunky dory, and you need to like let this rubble that's falling away fucking fall away. Sorry, YouTube, for cussing, but you know it is what it is. There's lightning and wreckage around you. It's really chaotic right now and stressful and anxiety inducing. I get it. But through this portal here, through this portal right here, there's beautiful colors, there's brightness, there's serenity on the other side. And you have to be willing to walk through that portal, to that door, that other side. You decide that you can get to the other side. Nobody else can decide that for you. Okay. No, I'm just kidding. And again, align your life. Like, what does not serve you needs to be about your life. Like, we're in a new phase of our lives. We're transitioning. We're always transitioning. But, right now for this specific reading and what's going on right here, y'all need to figure out who does not belong in your life and what does not belong in your life. Old patterns, people, places, ideologies, things, whatever it is. Let go what does not currently serve you and is not going to serve you in your future. Because, you have to think about your future because you are your future self. So you have to be like, all right, I know this is not working out right now and it's probably not going to work out in the future. And even if it does work out in the future, right now is your biggest concern. What's making you feel drained of your energy right now? What's making you feel anxious in a bad way, not in a, you got to step out kind of way, but like in a, just not serving me kind of way. And I'm scared to let it go because I don't know what is going to be on the other side. That's not it. Like, you get to look in the mirror, hunty, and see, even if, even if it's you that's not serving you, and that's a hell of a call out. Some people might be mad about that, but if you are just beginning this journey, the spiritual journey, or even just this healing journey without all the esoteric stuff, which I don't imagine you would be if you were on this video, but anyway. Okay, but sorry, I have ADHD, but doesn't this look like Veronica from Riverdale? Anyway. If this is you, that you feel like you're not serving you, then I would say that's a beautiful thing to be in recognition of that, to understand that you don't serve your highest good and that you have some work to do and a lot of reflecting and sifting to do. And because you're having your tower moment right here. And it looks like the next stage for you would be to mother yourself, to figure out what you need to do to take care of yourself, to tend to yourself. Because I know a lot of people, like, I get this card because I have abandonment issues and mother issues, and it's, I'm in therapy for that. But this is something that I try to do every day, even if it's just one or two things. It's just small things. Like, what can you do to mother yourself? Because a lot of us that don't have or didn't grow up with very active or sensitive mothers, this card is hard for us because we were never taught how to do it by them. So we have to figure out how to do it ourselves. So if that's buying yourself freaking flowers or sitting under the stars or just holding yourself, it is what it is. Like, just find out what you can do for yourself. Just do that. Just start there. Find out what you can do for yourself. Okay. And these two cards in the end are more of soul mission, soul journey cards. These are cards affirming that, bitch, you're here for a fucking purpose. I don't know who told you what, but you're here for a purpose. Like, this is the Lightworker deck. And the cards from this deck, in the other decks too, but it's specifically about light workers who, they reincarnate, souls that reincarnate here to help raise the vibration of the planet. They come here usually with like a double mission, a double purpose, to help raise the vibration of the planet, to help people wake up essentially, but also to grow and learn and love and just experience life and express themselves and have fun. And to do that, you're tapping into a mission that's going to help people do that themselves, if that makes sense. So for me, I love oracle readings. I love writing, things like that. I love like trying to inspire people, ASMR, just things that I'm passionate about. And in turn, people can feel that passion, and it hopefully inspires them to do the things that they want to do. And these cards are basically being like, all right, bitch, figure this shit out. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? You don't have to answer right in a second, but you can type below what you want to do. I would love to hear it. What you want to do. And the age of light here is being like, you already got the secret sauce, bitch. You got the secret sauce. Don't worry. The flavor is oozing out you, even if you can't see it. Ew. That sounds so nasty. But what do you want to do? Figure that shit out after you get yourself together. Even if, you can do that while you're getting yourself together. That's up to you. And a confirmation is you already got all the tools you need. This is like the magician card, essentially, in traditional tarot. You have everything you need. Every tool is already inside of you. You just have to believe. Believe in yourself. Okay. Next phase. Okay. Oh. So this is from, I think this is from my Starseed deck, I'm pretty sure. And that's essentially the same thing as a light worker, where you come here, you incarnate to help raise the vibration of the planet and to grow and love and all that shit. So, no, I'm excited about all of it. I just, I feel like I keep explaining it because not everybody knows it. And I just want to make sure people aren't confused when I say Starseed and light worker. Okay. So this card is wait is not time yet. Things are being woven. This card is very much giving divine timing. The things that I feel like some people might be trying to rush the event of things, trying to force things to happen. Maybe a relationship, maybe work, maybe moving even. Rush a connection. And because you think that it's a good fit, but it might not be a good fit, or it might not be a perfect fit, or even, let's take the word perfect out of it. It just might not be a good fit for you in the way that you think it is. And some clarity and time and growth is needed before you can actually move on to what could be the good fit for you. And I know, like, for me, when in the past, like with writing my book series, there's been hella times where I'm like, oh, I think it's done. This is so good. I can't, like, I'll be like, this is so good. I can't believe I thought it was so good before. And then I just keep repeating that cycle. But I think why I brought that up is because all the times that I was like, oh, it's done. Like, there's nothing else I can possibly do. It's magnificent. There's been times where I'm like, oh my God, I'm so glad that didn't work out. I'm so glad that literary agent didn't take me up on this offer. They didn't sign me, or the book's not published yet, because there was so much that I had to go through personally, spiritually, emotionally, intellectually for me to get the book, even just the first book, where it is right now in my series. And I'm so grateful that I had the opportunity and the time and the space, the divine timing, for everything to work out in my favor, where I feel like it's in so much of a better place. And not to say that it won't, get edited again. Obviously, that's that's unheard of. But I just like that example. Just have faith and be patient. And I know being patient is hard when you're trying to get shit rolling, because I kind of struggle with that a little bit. But I also, like I see it, I try to walk by faith and not by sight. So I try to know that, I know that things are working out for me in my favor. And there's things happening behind the scenes that I'm not privy to, okay? And I feel like for people that don't have a great level of patience, this is something you need to work on. This is just like your guides and your higher self being like, okay, you need to work on this, because you can't keep rushing your life, because that's not how things work. It's never going to work out like that. You keep rushing things. Like, give it time and have faith. But that doesn't mean that you have to stop putting in action. That is not that means. Just have time. And when things don't work out, no, it's not working out because it's working out in your favor. Child of the cosmos. Oh, there's a siren in the background. Hope everybody okay. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. And I mean, this bitch looked like she is the Scarlet Witch for some, like, that's the vibe that I got. Not in a bad way, but just like she's really powerful. And like Scarlet Witch is the Nexus level being. And to my knowledge, that means that she is in every universe. And she's really freaking powerful. So I just feel like this is just giving Almighty vibe, Bruce Almighty. Like you are God, like you are the universe. We're all connected. We're all one thing, one consciousness. So you need to realize how powerful you actually are. Don't keep playing yourself. Don't downplay yourself. Don't dim yourself for those around you that can't fucking recognize real when they see real. When they can't recognize sparkle when they see sparkle, bitch. Like there is a whole ass star in this bitch chest, at the center of her chest. So you just know, like, you're a being of light and love and intelligence, and the universe got you. Oh shit, what happened? I don't know if y'all heard that, but I heard it. Lost Lands, Soul Memories and Gifts. You've done this before. And I read this one because I have not gotten this card before. This is a brand new card for me. I have not got this card before in the deck. But it's very much given, where'd that card go? The Mintaken card here. It's very similar. Very similar. And it says it's just the lost lands for me. And the water, and knowing that, you can't really go backwards. You got to go forward, essentially, what these cards are saying. Soul Memories and Gifts, you've done this before. It's also giving Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. Like, this is not your first rodeo. I don't know if, you believe in reincarnation and all that, but I feel like you do if you're watching this. I feel like the messages are aligning with you if you're watching this, if you even got to this point in the video. And I feel like you just need to believe in yourself. And that can be hard for a lot of us. That can be really hard for a lot. I just stay there. Okay, I don't give a fuck. Just stay. That can be hard when you spent your whole life not believing in yourself, when your whole life people have not really been believing in you, or even just believing in a false version of you and playing into who you thought you had to be or who you thought you were. And I want to say to people that are scared about where they're going in this journey, especially if you're really like brand freaking new, like you just pop out the coochie brand new, the spiritual journey. I need to be stopped. This is the last card anyway. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't let people frighten you or make you anxious about where you're going. And I know a lot of us, especially a lot of us that are African American, our families are super religious, super Christian or Baptist or whatever the case is, or Catholic. And the stuff that we're talking about is like hearsay, I guess that's the right word, I don't know. Is hearsay for them. Like, we would be burned at the fucking stake for thinking this shit. And they just think it's the devil's work when in reality it's the exact opposite. And I just want to make sure y'all know that you don't have to play by anybody else's rules. This is your freaking life. And all these beautiful things in this deck, in these cards, they are all yours. They're already yours. Like, you don't have to be afraid that you're not going to get them. Like, this, you might just be right here, like I said earlier, on the outskirts of all the beauty. But you have to know that you are deserving of this in the middle. And nobody else can know that but you. Like, you have to know it for yourself. And if you don't start there, if you don't believe that, then none of this is really going to work out. Like, I can sit here and be like, say all day that, you are deserving of love. You're deserving of having a passionate led life. You have all the gifts that they're already with you. And if you don't believe any of that, then I'm not even wasting my breath, because somebody gonna hear it. But you're just wasting your time listening to it if you don't put in the work to actually believe it. So I'm ended there. a little parched. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you would like to follow me on Instagram, the handle is at Etherically Naomi. And my website is livingbrightlyllc.com. You can check out the spiritual shop there. You can, if you want a reading for yourself, you can choose from the selection of cards there, the amount of cards. I believe I have 3, 6, 9, and 20. If you want more, you can email me about more on there. My email's on the website, my business email. And I have, spiritual items such as this Palo Santo pink Himalayan salt stick here. I got some essential oil rollers. How it's hot. Okay. And I just came out with a spiritual journey healing kit where you get one of these guys, a notebook, you get an oil roller, you get a crystal of my choosing, you get one of these guys, and you get some incense. And I think that's it, yeah. And if you are interested in any of that, just head over to the spiritual shop, livingbrightlyllc.com/spiritual shop. I'll make sure everything is linked down below. And I also have a podcast. The podcast is kind of on hold right now as I'm trying to figure out my setup as far like I'm trying to not trying to I'm aligning with a new camera, a new laptop to edit in a editing software, and I want to start putting the audios for what I put on here onto my podcast so I don't have to do double the work. And yeah, so stay tuned for that. But if you're interested, the podcast is Naomi Rambles. I forgot whatever else it says. It's been so long since I uploaded. It's been months because everything has been so freaking heavy the last 4 or 5 months. But yeah, and I'll see you guys next time. Stay tuned.